If it was my sister, my grandpa had a glass of
I wanted the trees. It's not working.
It is?
Let's see if it's live.
It looks good.
This is really new.
Is it working?
Yes, we're live.
Yay!
All right, we're live, everybody.
Well, good. She's
Okay, 6 feet, Simon.
because she was a lawyer.
I'm gonna close this and not hot because she was loud.
And then later on.
This one is
So fun when it works. So who's doing the demo tonight?
Just from
Kendall,
her
Maria?
sister or from Sneeze.
Do you have a site somewhere?
I just lost it. What?
We just lost it.
Yeah.
Who's painting? Mary?
But this one's not live yet, right?
Yes, everything's live. Oh, I just took a picture of him because I don't have 3D cameras.
Because he would step
Yeah, he's
What's
gonna
not?
stand there when he's
Yeah,
gonna
she
paint.
come over
Like,
to
you'll see better.
Oh, no, it's not.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're
Just then you'll
the paper towel roll threw me off.
And then you said there was something.
Oh, I can see. Why was it not?
Yeah, but I'm
I can see.
I have new medication.
And I can always stand up if I need it.
I'm very
Better than everybody's.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, the apartment one is going, so that's.
I want to see how I think that's mixed because this is an entire tube of every color.
Off? That one? Yeah.
Also, I got
Takes up a lot of battery. Yeah. It's kind of fun if you're moving, you know,
Hi
where
there, Kendall. Nice to meet you.
someone kind of moving a little bit, because then you gotta listen to the earrings, there's no motion.
When they match, they all fit perfectly. You know, I want to learn
Before you open it.
Well done.
She points it out for me.
Like,
I don't know.
wear this with this.
Have you guys been? I
Right? You could have raspberries in here.
I really enjoy the open oil stains.
Sangria.
And the oil water is nice. They're really fun. We do Tuesday, but they have and Tuesday during the day.
I don't know why, for some reason, that one camera's not screen. No. Testing to stop. You're see yourself out of glasses on your palette.
Oh, do you want on there? or-
Yeah, but they're up there on the screen. So this one camera is
Ah,
Great for the.
well, you know,
we're
the
good now.
So if you ever want to come.
We're totally good now.
canvas is not really level.
It, Jamie teaches it, but it's like 6 to 8.
Is it this, Jamie?
Come and paint what you're
The light, is it up here?
I don't know. Hey Lisa, can you help with the light on the camera?
Yeah, what, oh, yeah.
Not here. No, it's up
Tell me
above.
where it's coming from.
It's coming
Up
from
on the
up
top.
above.
Oh,
yeah, it's coming up. Oh, this is, oh, I
You won't be able
can't.
to get
That's
that.
the curve.
Henry will have to move his canvas.
It'll,
Doesn't want
the
that.
sun
I'll
will
help
go
you.
down and
Must be
then.
killing myself.
But where?
It's up there.
It won't last very long.
Section, I think is what I'm trying
We
to
put a
figure
piece
out.
of cardboard or something above it.
Yeah, but I have to figure out which
He's gonna
section.
do mimes for us.
No, wait, you
Are you gonna
gotta
do
do it.
a bird?
Bark,
Camel.
bark.
The camel.
No.
Not supposed to.
Yeah, it's like, gonna get some up there.
No, I was just curious what section it's in. No, it's up above.
Oh, I think
I
it's
know.
probably that one right there.
I think it's this because
You have
that's
a
Well,
ladder.
walk back and forth and we'll tell you. Okay, we're all on.
I know.
Ready?
But I have to
Climb up there.
Oh. Sorry, Kristen, I told you you could have that, now I'm taking it
Do
on.
you want the wooden one?
Yeah?
Black pepper.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pause 1 minute, Henry.
Oh,
Introduce yourself.
I'm good.
I'm gonna.
I got you. Yeah.
I didn't either,
But I've seen it.
but I'm gonna test it.
I've got it great.
I just wanted to see if that was the spot.
We're just trying to find the right spot first.
got
No.
No.
And I think it's farther away.
Do you think it's farther
It's
that way?
good, it's, yeah, because I can see it over here.
Oh, I gotta
We have
move
to
the
go
chair
way
then.
over there. We're just testing.
That's it.
We saw it.
Yeah, okay, so it is way farther that way, okay.
If I was taller, I know that
Did you see my display?
Yes, and then
You don't trust me?
I want you to hurt yourself.
What?
I don't know what to use, suddenly start to eat.
That's right. I go to your right.
Well,
Right there.
Yeah. So how
We get like almost L shape. We could put the top up and like sit it. My number was, yeah.
we need some tape to make that happen.
Nope, it's so close. It's
We need tape to make that happen.
Yeah. My favorite thing.
Oh.
That I've seen happen in the studio.
that's
Oh,
perfect.
yeah.
Stay there.
Just stand there the whole time.
Wait,
Yeah,
right.
just stand there, it's perfect.
Is that it?
There's two little dots, but I think it's good.
I think two little dots will live with.
Yeah, but
From there.
we're not holding it the whole time,
The
so.
sun's gonna go down.
I think we
I'm
can
gonna
stay.
get some tape.
I think we can stay,
I'm
just
gonna
push
get
it a
some
little
tape.
bit. I think we should make Jamie stand there with her
I think we
arms
should have
raised.
put the stage where I had it
Did great.
originally, and it would have been fun.
Oh, how to use the TV.
Oh, yeah.
We don't.
Jamie, don't you dare. You look like
Supermodel.
You look great.
Simon,
I
yeah.
like what?
You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You do look great.
Thank you.
Here, take that.
Thank you.
Strike a pose, all right.
He's done a lot of acting. Well, what are we gonna do then?
It's
I need to get
not
You know, we'll be fine. Just
Theater major.
go with that. Be like painting in the field. We're good. We're good.
Really?
I appreciate the effort.
Okay, here you go, Kristen, sorry about that.
We're fine.
I know.
It's always nice to have an excuse if things screw up.
Right.
Need to replenish.
Hello.
It's entertaining, Jamie, thank you.
You're very welcome. Good job.
Get dinner and a show.
I'm glad you're here tonight.
We guilted her into it.
Good job, well done.
It's a team effort. Remember this back then?
This was meeting, oh, I had something out, but I.
How hot is it over there, so I don't want those lights on you? Okay, good.
All right, everybody.
Those are like LED lights on the house. They don't kick out a lot of heat. That little one by is a little warmer. That's an old incandescent. So,
Do you want me to miss one?
I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna get a ladder and fix it.
Okay.
No, okay. It's gonna be gone soon. It's already fading. All right.
are we set or is this good?
We're set. There's boss. Roll.
All right.
Take 3. Hello, everybody. This is Henry.
Hi,
Henry.
Hi. Hi, everybody. No, I've already toned my canvas, so
I'm going to tell you guys a secret about Henry, because I'm his wife. The secret is Henry's auditory. He will talk to you without looking at you. He's not being rude. 9 times out of 10, he'll turn his ear to you while you're talking rather than look at you.
Henry, why did you tone your canvas with that color?
it's cheaper than the other ones. No, actually, truly, it's a water planet. So 70% of the earth is water. I can judge any color against it, no problem. I know I have friends that tone their canvases red, and for me, I tried that and I'm like going, it's just really difficult to gauge your color relationships on such a strong color. So, blue is everywhere. So, all right, Simon. So, you get your, there you go, perfect, outstanding.
Do we need a timer at all?
Sure.
Yeah, for
What do
20
you want?
minutes.
20 minutes? I'm gonna do 20 or whatever.
It is nice to be able to see that big
He's an
screen.
old pro, he can do 20.
Yeah.
hard drives. Come on.
I know, it's maddening how quickly Henry can look like this, and I never did.
I do love to draw.
And I draw with ultramarine blue. Sometimes I'll put a little
Yeah.
burnt sienna. You know, I get a
Make shadow.
little excitement.
Add some variety.
But I have a low threshold of amusement, so. Yeah.
What brush are you using?
It's a Filbert number 7. Thank you, Mary.
Any ones?
I used to always get odd number brushes. Back in the day when you could find them anywhere, so. Mary bought me these brushes. So I have a 5, a 9, and a 7. So, but I've only used a 7 so far. All right.
I thought one of them was in danger.
Mm,
Must
maybe.
have started acting correctly.
All right.
Your drawing looks like that kid who starred in the cello movie All the Mornings in the World. Did anybody else see that movie? Fabulous movie. The whole soundtrack's fun.
All right.
Can I take pictures just for myself?
Okay.
There's stuff over here.
So Henry, verbalize for people who haven't seen one of your demos. What are you working on at this stage after you've got the drawing?
The shadows. Shadow passages, first and foremost. Right now, I compare looking. I have to get the entire canvas covered. I'll make it educated guesses up until that point. Once it's covered, I'll know if I'm right or wrong. So,
And how did you light sign him?
he's got a cool light and a little bit of back warm light fill. Not much.
Yeah, the one on the background was warm.
Yeah. But not. You're fine. For the most part, cool light, warm shadows, warm light, cool shadows. So they always work in opposition to each other. I'm just playing right now.
Is that Gamsol on your palette? The pot?
Pardon me?
The pot on your
medium.
palette? Your medium?
Oh, that's medium, yeah.
Okay.
I make my own medium, so.
How does it look orange there?
I like the pirate look.
mixing in the shirt color there because there's a reflection of it up into the skin?
Well, there is, I have not put that in yet. There's a bit, yeah, like especially under the chin. You can see the turquoise bouncing, yeah. I have not, that's more of a finishing kind of thing, so.
What I can't do is cow, but I'm gonna look at when we have a break. No, I'm gonna look at when we have a break. See, I know, what is from doing, okay. Yeah, I'm It's always the best spot, Kristen.
It's actually a really nice spot.
Just don't touch the wires.
I'll bring your one.
No, I'll get mine. Yeah.
I was gonna start.
Lori's still there too. That's not nice.
See around. See
You can sit in my chair there.
You can sit in your chair. It makes me a little sad to see the drawing go away, Henry.
Well, that's why I don't like to put too much time on a drawing.
Yeah.
I'd rather have an ugly drawing. Cover it quickly. Oop. Now, when I was first studying with Ron, I used to like try to leave a little line where the drawing was, and he'd come by and like wipe it out. All right. So, sort of the Hansel and Gretel school of drawing. So don't leave the breadcrumbs.
At this stage, what are you thinking while you paint?
I'm looking for the colors.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Always colors, right? Always colors.
Some of this too, when you first start blocking in, you're just getting a sense of what the colors are. Once you start to see,
Henry, are you always trying to paint exactly what you see, or do you ever say, okay, that isn't the blue that is the t-shirt blue, but it's a blue I like and it works for me?
well, I will try to get the blue that is up there.
It's always what you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody sees different though, which is kind of amazing, because when you're in a class and everybody's painting the same thing, nobody's painting the same color. And sometimes it's the paint we're all using, you know, because we're using different colors. Sometimes it's just we all see color different.
And some of it too is like, so you make your best educated guess to begin with. Once I get the entire thing covered, then I can go, oh, this needs to go this way, this needs to go that way.
Yeah.
And I won't really know until I get the entire canvas covered and back up. If everything is you know, you can't take the paint up there and match it. There's just no way, but it should be in relation on the canvas as it is in the setup. Let me see. Now I'll use you. A little bit like cooking. You gotta taste it periodically and know which direction you need to go.
You also use really big brushes for the color blocking. Like, what's the smallest brush you let yourself use at this stage?
This stage,
Yeah,
6.
okay.
Jen, turn the air on. I think it's hot. Oh no, it's getting really hot.
It's okay,
It's
it's
too
loud.
loud. Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's pretty loud. Did it right.
Oh, okay.
His hair looks like it belongs in the Metropolitan Museum from the 1600s.
Wait, say that again, Debbie?
It looks like it belongs in the Met, in a painting from the 1650s of the Dutch Flemish.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
And I'm saying I like your hair. It looks like it's really fun to paint.
Can you start to see his shirt and his eyes?
And are you using the cool light on the subject, the warm light on the background, because you want that kind of play between the
You know,
warm light, cool shadow?
in my own stuff, I usually like to set up to multiple light sources.
Uh-huh.
It's just interesting what you get color-wise, oftentimes, that they play off each other.
Uh-huh.
So,
As a student here. And is that timer still going?
22 seconds.
Oh, yeah, that's my internal clock.
Yep, you're good. That's it.
how much time is left?
10 seconds, Henry.
10 seconds? Okay, perfect. Perfect.
How long of a rest do you want?
Pardon me?
How long of a rest time do you want? That's time.
Oh, 20s, we're doing 20s, that's fine, we're good.
No, she's
Rest
asking
in
how much in
between.
between.
In between your 20s.
How much in between? 5, 10.
5, 10.
I never keep
You
track.
okay with 5 seconds?
People start talking, things like that, you know.
All right,
Let
that's
the sun
time,
set a
so
little
I
bit
need a
more.
break.
Yes.
That is off, I think.
It's nice.
Good start, Henry.
You wanna see it?
I'm gonna come take a quick picture.
And some of it was like, I started with the hair in the background, because I was having challenges differentiating some of the skin. So I start with what I could bet my life on. All right, so start working on that. Then as you start mixing color, then then you get better ideas of direction to go. And sitting back here, I'm going, oh, I need to adjust to that. So, you know.
You were putting down paint really fast. Is that normally just at this stage, or is that just like?
I try to stay that way all the way through.
Okay.
Henry, this skin tone that you're mixing up here that's in the more pink range, is that Quinn red?
That's actually naphthol.
Oh, that's naphthol, okay.
That's the naphthol.
Okay.
Yeah. It's nice is the naphthol has a cooler, well, it's a modern color, so it's higher chroma.
Okay.
Like recently, I've been painting a commission. It was a cupcake, pink cupcake. So using the naphthol, but with piggyback it with the CAD, so I can get it warmer with the CAD.
But
Get
you
the
get
color
the
it is, but I get the strength from the naphthol.
I see, yeah,
And so some of that is there's naphthol, but there's also the CAD
okay.
in there.
Where does naphthol come from? That's not a.
No, it's a dye base. It's a dye base color. It's a modern color.
It's a modern color, just.
It's a modern color.
Okay.
Now the reason when I was studying with Ron, I couldn't afford CAD red.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Nobody
So,
can.
but I was getting CAD red hue. Well, CAD red hue is naphthol.
Oh.
It's a naphthol pigment. So
Okay.
that's what so I was learning with that.
I thought it was cad red, just not as much pigment loaded.
No. So if you get a CAD red student grade,
Yeah.
that means it's half the pigment of a professional grade.
Yeah.
So, but if it's a hue, that means they've derived it through other colors to get
So
a
cerulean hue is just a chemical approximation of
That's
cerulean
it's
blue.
exactly
Oh, okay.
of the actual real pigment.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was less pigment like student grade, okay.
No. So if it's student grade, student grade means it's just half the pigment of the professional grade,
Same one.
which isn't a bad thing as far as studying goes. So
No, but a bad thing as far as color mixing. I mean, like you're not gonna.
well, it's mostly just intense. If you overload it, if you can overload professional colors too. You overload the white, you lose the intensity.
Yeah, which is why I bring the naphthol in with the cad red.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
When we start up again, will you tell everybody your colors? I know that. When we start again, will you tell everybody the colors?
Sure.
I know.
I can as much as I can.
I moved mine to better look like yours. I still think I messed up. What's this one?
That's ultramarine.
That's right. Okay, yeah. And then the hue, cerulean.
Yeah, cerulean blue hue, which is my leftover white mixed with phthalo blue.
I feel like you. Oh, there's the one. Okay.
Why buy it? I can mix, so.
Yeah. But with your
It's the dregs of my white, so. So sometimes it's a little darker, sometimes it's a little lighter. It's a convenience color, so. Yeah. Yeah, so this is purple and orange. You ever see, I've seen people who have 80 browns on their palette. If I have purple and orange, I can mix any brown on the planet. You take purple, a little bit of orange.
You had white in your skin tone? It's brown.
That's brown.
Tone's different.
If it goes greener, pull in a little green. If it goes yellower, same thing. Then you get a whole different range of browns. Yeah. But it might not be what Rembrandt did.
That's just absolutely like I could have all these colors for forever and know exactly where they are. So they turn into.
All right, that's time, Simon. Back on. You ready, Henry?
Yeah, I'm always ready. Oh, I want to grab another brush.
I'm gonna let you get him
Mary,
back in
that
spot
picture
before
you
I
sent
start the
me
timeline.
of Emma, the white road, I'd never seen it before you sent it. Really? I keep it on my phone because it's like my It's just so fun, and then when I click on it, it says, don't mind that. It's just literally, it's
4,
It's a bigger picture.
6, 6,
That's pretty fun.
8. That'll work. That'll work. All right.
Yeah, a lot like you.
These two measure. She was curly hair.
It's adorable.
Her guy.
That's always fun too. Yeah. April 24th of some year.
So we went on time.
This for all day. Oh, no. That must have been. It's been fun because you never know what's going to come up. No. Very fall.
Yes.
Let's see if I can find it.
So always just.
That was my favorite picture. Yeah, she's got a sweet smile. See if I can find it. This was a painting I did of her and she was
Almost. Oh, that's really
It looks exactly the same. These both look great. See if I can find a picture. This was that Oh, wow, and now there's eyes. It looks so deceptively simple.
It looks really hard to me.
What's that?
She said it looks deceptively simple and it's not. Looks really hard to me.
It looks really hard to me too.
How come when I'm doing it, it looks harder?
I've tried to do this with Henry before. It's never easy. Henry makes it look easy.
Plus the color is shifted. It's shifted quite a bit.
Yeah, it's totally different on this side than either.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen you do a demo where you're this quiet.
Where I'm this quiet?
This quiet.
Okay.
That happens.
He's awestruck by his audience. I'm sure.
Somewhat now that the sun's gone down, the color's changed a bit, so
Yes.
I'm adjusting accordingly. Mostly values.
So you prefer to paint only at a certain time of day because of the light usually, is that right?
Do I prefer cool light?
You.
No, she's asking time of day
Oh, time of day?
to maintain.
Perfect world, I'd start at 9, 8, you know, so, depends, sometimes life gets in the way.
Yeah, but ideally you'd be painting in the morning to try to.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
regardless of, you know, when I decide to paint, if I started painting at 10 or 1 or 3, that's the time when I come back and work on it, was when I come back and work on it. So I don't, because the color does change even in the studio. So,
Well, he just keeps it consistent. Like
Yeah,
if he
makes
works 1 to
sense.
3, then that painting he only ever
Yeah.
works 1 to 3
so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
until he's done. Because he's not working from photos.
I mean, seconds, it doesn't take seconds.
Slightly cooler or whatever. I'm gonna get up right behind you for a picture.
Henry, in some areas you have several layers of paint. Do you ever find yourself fighting the amount of paint that's underneath what you're trying to,
No,
no, you just lay it on top.
I like
Tell them
paint.
why.
Because I like paint.
It's because
You only take one.
He only takes one stroke. With that.
Oh, with that, yeah.
And
It's,
then white.
you only get one, yeah. I thought you were talking about working over successive layers. Yeah, no, usually you only, if you're going to work light over dark, especially in a situation like this, yeah, you get one stroke. You got to wipe your brush because you pick up color.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, via light over dark or dark over light. So, same thing. So. All right.
I'm gonna get behind you again.
All right. too many brushes in my thing.
This is a demonstration, so it's a quick portrait, but if you were working on a portrait at home,
Yes.
how many sessions would you normally take?
Something like this? Probably
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
But if you're working on a big painting,
If it was a big painting, depends on the complexity of the painting, 3, 4 sessions at most. And that's something probably 6 or 7 feet by 7 feet. So. How much time we have?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Did you use fast painting as like a constraint to help you to not get caught up in the detail? Or was it-
Big brushes, and take my glasses off. Yeah,
But what's the
so
reason for painting fast?
I like the energy in it. I like, yeah, I'm not somebody that's gonna put 80 hours in a painting. Oh, shoot me. You know, the paintings, you know, I always recommend it to students. They go, you know, get an art history book, start thumbing through it with Post-it notes. Anytime you see something that moves you, Post-it note it. You know, for me, it was always bold, big strokes and broad finishes that I love. So,
Is it an impressionism though, like as in you would get too caught up in the detail if you were
oh,
not doing that?
yeah, it was, you know, it's squint more. If the detail squints, when, you know, if the detail disappears when you squint, you don't need it. It's non-essential. A lot of people paint with their eyes wide open too much, in my opinion. So. Wow. All right. There we go.
That's time.
All right. Good. Time for me to get rid of some of these brushes here.
I'm just gonna take a picture of it. So you stay right there.
Cool. I'm still from sitting in the chair. Don't fall down.
She goes, can you do that?
You know, if it starts getting fussy, or if I don't, feels like I'm going nowhere fast, I'll take my glasses off and I'll get a bigger brush. Regardless of the stage I'm at in the painting.
Oh, even, okay, because I,
Even in finishing.
Even in
Even in
okay.
finishing.
okay.
It seems like there's less worry about making it look like a face and more just like, do I have the right color? in the
That's
right
exactly
spot?
it. If I get the right color, and you get it in the right spot,
It'll end up looking like a face.
it'll look like it.
Yeah.
So.
I noticed that with the eye. Like the eye kind of felt like it came together out of nowhere.
Well, some of it too is it's the hair is a little bit dynamic.
Yeah.
So now, do I want to keep the shadow over the face or not? And I'll make that decision this next round.
Reminder
Yeah.
that
the whites of the eyes or like the skin color.
Yeah.
As a reflection, don't be so.
Yeah.
I know they're supposed to be white, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
paint them white.
I
You know,
remember that.
like I need to have that reminder.
Yeah.
Start here, and then if you need a dot of something that's different, then
Yeah.
you know, go white, you know.
Yeah.
Because when you get the other colors around it, then it is lighter. He added one touch, but still, you start from.
That's right.
Get it in there.
I want to make sure everything's in the right place.
Yeah, you're very concerned about like already how it's not at your end.
I think it's the only one I haven't
At least that was for me.
Right.
Like you're looking at it and you're going, trying to make it look like the finished product of what you're seeing.
Well, especially at the beginning, I'm more concerned with composition.
Right.
Getting the drawing and the composition.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's like a learning process to kind of go, yeah, no, you don't want it to start out looking like
Yeah.
finished product.
Well, I want to, I want to get the colors better. And, so that's the biggest. Big thing. And 1, 2, like I said, the light changing here.
Right.
Once the sun disappears, I mean, okay, I'd started it, all right, now I need a couple things I've had to adjust
Right.
accordingly. So,
Right.
a little backtrack.
Hedgehogs, they really like hedgehogs, they're just fun, all different kinds of, yeah, it's neat to watch. And get all those colors and shapes.
Yeah. So,
And then it takes.
but if the paintings that I like, I start fast, I finish fast, and the energy felt good. And those are usually the paintings I like.
Right.
I may be hanging on to them in my permanent collection forever, but those are the ones that I live for. That I felt really, really good. Although sometimes painting will start off not feeling great, but then it feels good towards the end.
Right.
Of course, sometimes paintings can grow on you if you let them survive long enough.
You don't cover it up.
Well, yeah, or cut them up, or yeah.
Yes, I have a couple.
I've done that before. I look back, I'm going, that really wasn't that bad. I probably should have spared it.
Gone now.
Gone now.
Put
So.
stuff over the top. Never to be seen again. Oh, yeah. Very much. Need anything, Henry?
Hmm?
Do you need anything?
No, I'm good. No water.
Got your Godzilla on. Oh, I see you have orange laces.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't think they were quite so neon when I ordered them.
But you have
They're elastic. They've got spandex in them too. Well, I like orange, but I didn't think they were going to be. They've softened a little bit. They've gotten dirty, but yeah, they were like. Friends don't let friends wear neon.
Did your daughter mock you?
No, but no. Hmm. Sure.
Yeah.
Right, by the North Theater.
I want to
Yeah.
talk more about this, Maria.
Right.
Go back. Are you ready? All the things I share on board. Sure.
No, it was
Like, that makes you pretty.
Studio.
Maria's done the work right. She did this so that I put how to shopping centers over the
I just want it smaller.
Don't stress it.
I think
Wow.
they're giving like when I took my
Sure.
Ready,
I want things that they aren't hitting the snow already.
Right.
No, she was.
They have weather, they've taken them one at a time.
Uh-huh.
So in 2 weeks, it will open up again for them to take applications.
So is
for
it,
them.
all right.
So it's a 6 month, you drop all your pictures in there.
Sure.
I don't know how exactly all the details, but I'm like, this is interesting, worth at least applying.
Sure, no, I'll take a look
But
at
it
it.
was because your stuff's so big, you could,
Okay, timer's
Right.
back on.
you could use 1,000
All
square
right.
feet.
Oh, okay. Okay, good to know. Yeah. Those were one of the things. Why not?
Yes, but they like a lot more water than we have.
Over there, they do. They like it in the winter. The winter water is what, yeah.
I'm so used to music. I never did
Uh-huh.
any demos.
We can have music.
Want to have?
Either way, whoever, doesn't matter.
Totally Henry's fault.
Maria
He's in
starts
charge.
singing.
No, I said someone.
Oh, Maria's gonna sing for
Yeah,
us.
Maria's
That's
gonna sing
great.
for us.
Henry, can you walk us through all the colors you have on your palette?
The colors I have,
Yep,
you mean
yep.
what I have here?
Both sides, yeah.
Titanium white. Next one, cad yellow lemon. Yellow ochre. Cad orange, cad red light. Naphthol red light. Alizarin permanent. Quinacridone red. Burnt umber. Wow.
Other side.
The other side I've got Mars black, ultramarine blue, cerulean blue hue, cobalt blue, phthalo green, dioxine purple, and burnt sienna.
Okay, I have a crazy question about your palette. Why is the burnt sienna over on that left-hand side instead of over by the oranges? Because isn't it, it's kind of orange, right?
It's a color I've added to my palette.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, so it's in its.
And actually, in truth, what I would use it for is orange, when I mix orange and purple.
Oh, okay.
I look at burnt sienna as sort of a deeper orange,
Okay.
so, yeah, all right. Wow.
Bless you. You said you have phthalo green in there?
They look green, yeah,
Why did you choose that one? I haven't seen it.
because I can make any green from phthalo. People are scared of phthalo. I'm not. You ever make a yellow purple?
Probably not.
That'd be pretty.
They're a complement, right? Yellow and purple. So yeah, but I can do that with phthalo. I learned Ron had us painting with Viridian. I cannot stand Viridian green. If you want to paint with mud, use Viridian. If you have somebody you don't like, give them a tube of Viridian.
So where'd you make that purple one?
Phthalo green and quinacridone red. Yeah. So. All right, here we go.
Here's your tube for Christmas.
A new color for you.
You know, phthalo is a strong color, but like I said, you know, you can. I'd rather have a strong color on my palette than a weak color. So, color immensity. I'm thinking, what was I just mixing? All right. Something similar. There we go.
Looks like the whites of his eyes.
I know you're. I was eating that. We should do that.
I feel like you should start like a bedding ring as he's mixing colors.
Like a blue one.
Yeah.
Watch out, rinse it.
Yeah. That's fine.
I need to take a picture.
I know. You're allowed to take yeah, you're allowed to take a longer break if you want a longer break. His older brother used to make him pose.
That shadow on your face looks like a Maori warrior.
It's cool.
I have to say, I can tell you've sat before, because I'm watching him and I'm like, how can he be such a pro? This can't be the first time he's sat.
Right?
Doesn't wiggle or anything.
I see models every week, and they're moving all over. I'm not even pros, and you're just like sitting.
I know, it's really good.
Really good.
An older
How
brother
many
really
rolls
tough.
of paper towels do you guys
Yeah, well, I haven't finished a complete roll here,
Henry is.
but I don't like a little roll under my arm,
particular.
so that's
Well,
why I
Henry
get
probably thought that models.
you get so used to carrying a paper towel roll under your arm.
Yeah.
So it just, it feels, like when they're little, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
So what I do is I don't use the little ones, I'll use the little ones to clean up later.
Not that
So,
little
yeah.
because.
So nothing gets
I mean,
wasted,
Henry
but
wasn't
I like
that little.
I like a beefy roll, you know.
Yeah.
I don't use anti-perspirant, so it's always good.
Exactly.
Started drawing. Henry started drawing obsessively when he was 4, but I don't know when he started.
I gotta try different ones doing it instead of having like your claw or brushes that I have at any given time. My claw.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or yeah, 8 or 9, 10.
They're pretty great.
You had been on middle school age, right?
I like the square toes and
Yeah, this is
they
the,
have really wide
they
feet.
use they're like another house with the wide robots,
Yeah.
so
It's always something.
better for your balance and. This probably has it dairy in it, but these are
I was gonna be all excited.
all
Yeah.
safe. We'll just sweet potato, gluten free.
These are gluten-free,
So
that
good.
means I can have them.
So
I
nice.
can never have anything.
Everything's but your cookies.
Jane can't eat gluten like
Yeah.
Ella. I can't even why
Anyway, phthalo green.
Those are good.
If you take phthalo green and alizarin and mix it together, you get like almost black.
blisters.
Nice.
Although my black is, I use a modern black, Mars black.
Which is different from the ivory black.
Well, ivory black you can't get anymore,
But I could.
they call it ivory black, but it's not ivory black.
Thank you.
Because they outlawed
What do you
ivory
wanna
black
buy?
many years ago.
But anyway.
They used to get it by charring ivory, grinding.
So have we get yourself?
It's you.
So what is they call it ivory now is bone black.
Right.
I've been practicing with mine actually.
Good or bad?
So this I actually like that.
I know, Jan's like,
If this will work.
it's
It's
almost
a little
been
warmer.
years, like,
That black's a little warmer.
I mean, it was Sunday, we're running back.
I like Mars black. Mars black is very strong, it's a strong black. So,
It's a legit shadow.
I didn't feel it was lucky now.
I'm just
Yeah, you would make your own black. How it works.
well, no, there's things you can do with black that you can't do. Like I can mix the alizarin and the phthalo and get a approximate a dark, but it's not the same. There's things I can do with black that you can't do.
Well, it doesn't really.
Like if I take the black and mix it with yellow, I get a nice olive green.
Well, it's.
Or if I need a lavender that's not necessarily
Oh, really?
as
They're
intense,
from Hagen.
I can use the black as blue.
But no,
That
I
is the
mean,
116 that goes to my house.
Part of the blue. I consider
that's
black
not
part
the
of
one
the
that
blue
you,
family.
that's not the one that you don't.
So you usually just
I was just curious.
Well, it depends on the situation. Sometimes you can,
Almost everything, like the roof.
alter the black temperature wise.
Like all the plumbing.
Whether it's warm or cool, or shadow or light.
But it wasn't like, okay, it wasn't.
When I was
Wasn't
in
it
that.
I can stay on.
It keeps making sense as we go along.
Yeah.
But then I was just thinking, like,
The part was, highway.
Sure.
It's only a few minutes and it's so miserable.
what things you're gonna, and might just make a note that you're gonna change that over here and what things you did first.
Well, somewhat the colors changed though too, so I'm dealing with a bit of that. So it's like, okay,
I know, like it really has nothing to do with
and the setup that I initially blocked in isn't there.
It is
There's
everything to do
elements
with
of
the
it.
company that I somehow
But, you know, like
experience.
That's my daughter,
the
Elizabeth.
sunlight was in his one eye and it was very bright blue. So now it's not there anymore.
As long as she's using like ESPP
Yeah.
and like 401k, like that's where it all came from, you know, like.
Yeah, I just scraped some of the palette, that's my,
Yeah, that makes sense.
even my outdoor palette's even a little bit bigger than that one, so.
It's very helpful for me to see.
Oh, yeah, no, I build all the shadows I build in the back of the palette.
I was noticing that.
And then I build the lights in the front, the light, you know, it's closer to the white.
Really?
Yeah. I don't intermix them per se, so. The lights usually suffer if they were mixed in with the dark.
But yeah, slowly and surely getting less out of.
And how you lay out your palette depending on what you're, like you have so many
No,
grounds
I
and
lay my
stuff.
palette out the same. I mean, it's like, if you're learning to play the piano and they change the keys on you each lesson,
Right.
right? So it's muscle memory. I know exactly where things are. I don't have to think about it.
Yeah, because it's state by state, that's why I'm going to.
And sort of the rationale, like with on the blue side,
Yeah.
the ultramarine blue, then you have the cerulean, and I used to not have total on my palette. So when I was studying, you had ultramarine, cerulean, phthalo blue. And ultramarine and phthalo look virtually almost identical out of the two. So the only reason I separate, I put the light blue between them, so I knew which when I was first learning. So.
And what is that other red? There's, you have two reds, I have.
Well, I've got the cad red, the cad red light, and then I've got naphthol red. Most people are familiar with naphthol if you've bought a cad red hue. The hue is actually oftentimes found in naphthol. And then alizarin permanent. Alizarin permanent. Well, alizarin by itself generally has terrible light fast
Too settled in yet, but
So over time, alizarin, the original alizarin its light fastness is very poor. So it has a tendency to change, to turn to blue. After a certain amount, 20, 30. So alizarin permanent is a combination of different colors to give you an equivalent of alizarin, but it has a stronger light fastness.
Oh, is he?
So that way you don't. So. And then I have quinacridone red.
What is that?
Quinacridone red, which plays well with cool and warm color. It plays well with everybody. So. Well, I started using violet to begin with, but the violet, it had that blue note in it, so it doesn't play well with the oranges or the reds. So if you have a warm red, so whereas the quinacridone red, I can always add blue to it if I need it. So. All right.
I know, right?
Yeah. All right.
Yes, he made room for some darks in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
He always does his darks in the back.
Oh, darks,
I'm noticing
yeah.
he scraped the whole back. So they can sing for some darks.
That's great.
I don't know what that color is, but I like that color.
All right.
Yes. Nine tonight. 10 tomorrow.
Oh, so they can see the colors? Yeah. Hey, Henry,
What?
can you slide your palette slightly to the left?
whole
Everybody on the
thing's
screen,
shifted,
yeah. Everybody on the screen is,
Thank
there
you.
you go. Thanks,
You're welcome.
sweetheart. What were some of the valuable things that Ron taught you that stick in your head while you're painting?
Be quiet. Compare, yeah. So, compare if you got reds, compare, use at least three reds to compare with. So, to make a judgment of which way a direction it goes. So. All right.
You're comparing on your palette?
No, in the setup. Like the tennis shoes are sort of yellow ochre. Well, how yellow are they? Find two other yellow spots nearby. The yellow bags over the light stand. That's much yellower. So that's actually got a little green to it. So it's by comparing. If you just look at anything in isolation, you can convince yourself of just about anything. So, all right.
but it's going off in 4 seconds. So I'm just gonna stop it. You're on break, Simon. No, I think that was a battery thing for Jamie, maybe. No? Yeah?
What's somebody's?
Mhm.
Oh, that was just.
Oh, no chime.
I have no idea.
I heard it. Yeah, it sounded like a battery, low battery thing.
What time is it now?
It is 8:20.
Oh, there's a clock.
And it works. I mean,
Huh?
your bottom right.
Good there.
He's just
I
so
just
good.
because we're going, what, 6:30 to?
9.
9, yeah. I'm good, yeah. I got some.
What?
He is good. I keep waiting for him to.
I just didn't realize what time it was. I was just like, I didn't know,
Get lost in your work.
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
I do. I'm writing.
I was teasing that you've made your own chin rather than the model's chin.
She's just
Yeah.
a wonderful human.
Oh, wait.
Do we?
I'll tell you
Do
what,
I
I'll
look
give it a go.
Romanian?
Yeah, you told me to.
I did that about pretty much every, like, Caucasian. Especially some European.
No,
Oh, I'm
it's
not so mad.
24.
I had to rework it.
Because like when you started, it's about spoken to aggression. People thought I was Russian.
And you have to see me in Key
So I had to, like I said.
So we're in Romania? You're Romanian? Yeah, I was in Chlepovic. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Russia. I was in, yeah, up north where
No, that's normally north, but that's where Dracula was.
Yeah, north, but yeah, I'm seeing from a different angle. Stevens,
Well, the camera makes everybody weird.
I'll show you the dance there right now.
Yeah.
So we probably don't quite know what's happening.
Taking over.
It's kind of fun to be able to see that up
People
there.
were
too.
just starting
Because I can finally see
No,
that.
come out, there's the national.
Sure.
There's Canada right there. Kind of been.
So that's where we have your face.
Oh, yeah. For so long. Yeah.
And then just land.
Yes, Lance, right, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna try to be.
I did.
We're starting 4.5. Yeah, we make it 4.5.
And we've had half an hour left, having
really-
those web little
Yeah,
posts or
it's great.
short.
Yeah, they've,
And the ones
they've
there.
come a long way.
There's one-
They're my
I'm
house.
so surprised every time I hear
They're
that.
going outside on Sunday. They're so
It's not
big.
really
They're
hot.
girls.
Is it fun?
I love them. They're outside, yeah.
That's
Once you go
out
outside,
there.
they just
Yeah.
But they're
It's
really
been warm.
and they just grow really fast. So they're going outside Sunday.
Did you get those from Canada?
Real good. I'll bring the bag in.
I just need a picture of it.
Yeah.
I forget, it's what I think is a bigger.
They break off.
Yeah.
These have a little.
I know the language,
thickness.
oh my gosh.
They've been around for a while. That's
I
fine.
can do some French, you know, but it didn't get me anywhere. Yeah, it was the trip to the post
I
office.
think they
was
are.
very interesting.
I have it on good authority that
I bet
just
you-
one
I
of
bet
the
you
hardest
it's like-
languages.
It's, yeah, they said it's rough.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, right.
Yeah. that's
Oh,
how
I've
I
just started, so I'm learning, yeah, I've been a couple of years.
Oh, how do you like your new
Garrett's
reporter at school?
Sorry.
What are you taking this
I'm
one?
taking,
I'm not gonna be here this weekend. But it did
Shot on my face.
sort of.
I
class.
know, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's later.
Yeah. Like a
Geography, that's what. Yeah, I know. Well, it's not gonna give you some
I don't like the one that's going down.
Okay.
I did that though.
Yeah.
But I wanted.
Change
All right,
the
there we go.
Yeah.
Back on.
I read another pretty so I kind of like to do
Alright.
something
How bad
to sort of illustrate.
Well, I like streets or as you
I have them down, like, well, right. You just said at any,
yeah.
say anything about how it is. What's our best thing about it?
It's
whatever. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so the perfect, reimagine, not just whatever, yeah, landscape or something. You? All right.
All right.
Terrific.
Good.
I'm bringing you back in tomorrow.
You're back starting the timer.
All righty. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
I was just gonna say, we should go see Amy.
Yeah. I guess. From the
It's not okay.
Yes.
I know that's about you.
You do that. It's true. I was trying to remember what he told you about Priscilla. I'm trying to remember what Henry said about Priscilla.
Oh, it doesn't matter, we'll find, we'll figure it out.
We'll find
It's
out
a
tomorrow.
secret.
It's a secret, we'll find out tomorrow. Live cows, no live cows. No, they don't stand there.
They're pretty stuff.
Pretty still, right?
What stage would you consider this at?
Pardon me?
Like, what stage would you consider this at? Like, you already did all the loose stuff.
Oh, you mean the shape of the shadow or the color of the shadow?
Like the phase in the painting process. Like, are you at finishing? Are you, what are?
Looking at shapes I can adjust, things, you know, my eyes travel all over. I'm just adjusting shapes, adjusting shadows. I didn't like that one shadow that was going down. I just didn't like it. So I don't think it alters, removing it doesn't alter the composition. I didn't like it, directed the eye a different direction I wanted to go. So I was just gonna eliminate it, so.
Yeah, because it's what I see.
How do you decide when you want to keep your brush strokes more prominent versus when you want to blend them a bit?
Hold on. So decide on my brush strokes.
Yes. Yeah, because Because like right now you have a few brush strokes that are popping, and maybe it's the color, maybe it's the brush stroke. But I just noticed that you went in and you blended some of it, but some of them really didn't.
Well, some of it, you know, hitting some of the upper highlights, and I'll eliminate that stroke probably when I come back.
But is the shape of the color that you're seeing, or is it?
Yeah, it's looking for a highlight. You know, it's getting down towards we're getting the last sitting, deciding what's essential, what accents do I need. Yeah.
Some of it seems like it's prominent.
You know, it's a nice,
Yeah,
some darks.
definitely leave some of it.
Yeah, it cuts in to make the shape with another stroke.
Also, sorry, Henry, do you mind adjusting your palette a bit to the left? It's gone off screen again.
That right? Yeah. All right.
Another couple inches at the, sorry.
It's okay.
It's your foot.
I don't want to go off the table though, you know. There we go. All right. It could be. Well, I have my foot on it now. Early on, it's funny because I'm not used to painting on one of these very often. I don't have to usually hold my palette down because I beat it. So when I'm mixing, unbeknownst to me, it's considerably bigger.
It's like a big table.
Yeah. So it's got a little weight to it.
More colors or just size?
No, it's size. It's about 3 times as big as this, if not 4 times.
He had to cut into it because it was too big for him to reach.
Well, when I first got it, yeah, because that would be great. It'd be a little wider if my arms were too short. Even though I hold the brush at the end, I couldn't quite reach the canvas. So I had to cut it in. It actually worked out great because my solvent, there's a little cutout here, and my solvent's right, but you know, it's serendipitous. So had it happen that way. So.
palette moved again.
Not since he moved it.
We've only got 3.5 minutes left, so. It's a little bit.
It's the battery. Oops, that's right, let's keep painting.
Thank you. All right, we're awake. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Henry.
Thank you.
Nice job.
It turned out nice.
I love it.
The lips.
Go closer to the picture.
I'm going to.
Oh, wait, stop. There.
Oh, Henry, that's nice.
I didn't